Well, tell us about your new house.
I know. Let's talk about your house.
How are you and your boyfriend managing? Moving stressful.
We are managing. We're in a big fight right now because I'm obsessed with tablescaping, and
Ooh.
I did my Halloween tablescape, and I got this like mesh sort of black tablecloth that is supposed to look like a spider web or something. And in the center of it, I got this black flame candle, which is a hocus pocus thing, but I don't know where I got it. It's sort of like a chalky exterior. And I lit the black flame candle in the middle of the table to show off on Instagram. And then it somehow melted into our brand new dining room table that we waited 8 months for this table because every furniture
backlogged.
Backlog forever. And so it finally came. The week that it came was when this happened. And I did everything to try to get out like the goo gone, the everything. And there's just like there's a stain in the middle. Luckily it's in the dead center of the table, but it was brand new. So we're in an argument about that because he's like, we just got those.
In a way, it's like scratching. It's like the first scratch on a car. It sort of feels good. You just got it out of the way right away.
I completely disagree. I don't know this logic. I don't want to scratch on my car at all.
I'm just saying it sort of takes the pressure off a little bit.
Right. It's already ruined. So could it possibly be a patina? Is it something that could patina over time, or is it just?
Well, no, it's not. It's
Okay.
But I think somebody told me that you can call up where you got, which I think it was Pottery Barn or Restoration, one of those places. And I think you can call them in like a repair or something.
So I did this. So Restoration Hardware, they have like a repair specialist where like if it's under a certain amount of time, they will send you a repair kit. Here's the thing. Let me just tell you what the repair kit consists of. It's like 3 markers. Okay. Like that. It is a Sharpie. It is a glorified Sharpie. So I was like, oh, in my mind, I'm picturing like a man in a white lab coat, like coming to like fix my table. It is not that. So if you're expecting that, I just want you to set your expectations.
Just order yourself a Sharpie.
You might be someone who has tablecloths now. You might be a tablecloth
it's
person.
Just right. And we can cover it with the thing, but it's you don't just bring back the Sanderson sisters when you light a black flame candle. You also have to worry about it melting into your brand new table. Right. So just a cautionary tale. But,
well, at least you're into tablescapes now, right? This just spurred why you can continue this journey for yourself.
And we don't have kids, and people keep telling me when we have kids, because we do want them eventually, but people keep saying you won't like tablescaping when you have kids because I'm able to decorate the whole table and just keep it perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have kids. Like, do I have to worry about that?
Not at all. My kids know the rules. Okay. They're renters, you know? I mean, like they're allowed to stay in the house. They're occupants, but they don't like set the rules.
Right.
They have their rooms. Every single thing in my house downstairs belongs to me.
Even upstairs in my daughter's room.
Even upstairs. Joanna told her daughter that the art in her room stays with the house, not the occupant. So she doesn't get to keep anything. No. When she moves out to college, those framed scarves are going to Joanna's part of the house.
They go to the occupant.
People all also said to me, I'll be less organized. I'll be less like neurotic. I'll, not be as type A once I had kids. I got more so. So you know what I did? I started a business. So I think that you will have a tablescaping career if it's gone anything in our trajectory. So I hope so. Lean in.
And if I have to choose between a tablescape and a kid, like I'm gonna choose the tablescape. I think because
100%.
It's like meditative to me. Like when we're changing season and I get to just kind of change up whatever decor I have on there and go to Home Goods, pick it all out. It's like that's meditative.
It's your kids will respect you and what you love because they know again that there's the door. So like you don't worry about it. I'll tell you what you should worry about, getting a puppy, because I have a puppy that has now destroyed my life. So
no, it's all your older dog's fault.
My 14-year-old dog is a perfect dog, and he was born a distinguished gentleman. And our puppy was born without a brain.
Didn't get the note.
Did not get the memo to not eat inanimate objects, like just eat anything. So, I mean, literally, I was just telling Joanna the story, but the other day he ate a box of Sudafed. I was like, well, what dingaling would do that? So no, but don't worry.
What happened after?
He spit it out all over the room. So I had to go around finding all the Sudafed. Anyway, he's a problem, but he might eat your table decor. Do you know, I started calling my Christmas tree a daylight savings tree because it goes up the first week of November.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding you. It stays until February, March. Yeah. There are no rules. I'm with you.
Right. I'm right there with you. You keep it up as long as you need to, especially during these dark times. If it
Yep.
makes you happy, it brings you joy, then you leave that Christmas tree up until March if you have to.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Okay, so that wasn't a
I'm-
current
so-
obsession. That's just an obsession.
It's an obsession, but I feel like it's current because I'm like living in that space at the moment.
It's
Perfect.
percolating. It's October, which means we're ready for Christmas.
And my parents, I think, are coming for Thanksgiving. So I'm like sort of in the Thanksgiving thought mode of like, okay, how am I decorating? How am I going to do the porch? And it's our first house. We've never had a house before. So I'm in that sort of exciting of like, where am I going to put these pumpkins? We got hay the other.
You got hay.
We got barrels of hay. We got the hay, and we put that by the porch, and it was like the best day of my whole life.